has a pending suit against him for trespass and unauthorized grading on my associate, Mr. Wilson's property. So I hope they all disclose all of that when they get up to give their public comment. Racketeering operation, former county employees, land developers, does 1 through 100. The county's insistence that I need to pay my building and permitting fees and resubmit plans amounts to obstruction and extortion, when the logical solution would be for them to extend my permits effective May 28, 2025, and apply these funds to completing the project. This all just smacks of retaliation for reporting crimes, selective enforcement, oppression under color of office, and using an official government position for the benefit of oneself or another. Right there. James Lee Schreck has been buying up properties while intentionally devaluing others' properties. We have proof of it. It's all in the real estate things. I believe he's given people bags of money when purchasing their properties to keep the lower rate, paying $119,000 allegedly next to a house they're asking $2.5 million for. Okay? We also have massive amounts of other stuff here. Okay. Based on information, evidence, and belief, it appears the decision was made solely based on the complaint of property owner, investor, land developer, James Lee Schreck, with a documented 15-year history of threats, intimidation, placing of injurious materials and obstructions in the roadway to damage vehicles and discourage other property owners and potential buyers, and actually attacking one resident. Despite repeated complaints to Washoe County Code Enforcement and Washoe County Sheriff's Office, no actions were taken on James Lee Schreck's effort to control and obstruct access to my property. In conflicting statements made by Washoe County Code Enforcement Officer Scott Brian Farmer at an administrative hearing, the extensions were being denied pre-complaint by Mr. Schreck. This is directly contradicted to Washoe County Building Planning own administrative hearing. The extensions were being denied, were listed as permanent extension status pending. Also of note is the fact that Mr. Schreck's complaint and timestamp by email at 8:45, June 6, 2024, just 4 hours after a partial outline.
Sir, we have to stop. Your 15 minutes is up. Thank you.
You didn't have to stop.
He did stop. We stopped at 15 minutes. He had.
We have it on tape.
Issues.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Does any board member have any questions at this time for anybody? Okay, let's open up public comment. Do we have any public comment?
I have Jeff Hill in Chambers, followed by Jeffrey Merritt Wilson.
My name is Jeff Hill. I live at 4100 Wilcox Ranch Road. I'm just here to de-slander my name, I guess. I'm retired. I no longer work for the city of Reno. The city of Reno has no collusion or involvement in their situation. That's a far stretch and delusional. I don't know any of these county planning people or inspectors other than the ones I've seen on their tapes that they send out. Nobody is doing anything to try to stop him from building a home. I don't care if he lives there. That doesn't bother me at all. I just am tired of being slandered and having allegations against me for no reason. I think the rest of the neighbors and community out there feel the same way. So, and, if he's in violation with Washoe County, that's between him and Washoe County, not between me and him. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Merritt Wilson, followed by Jim Schreck.
Jeffrey Barrett Wilson here. I was elected by Jeffrey Earl Hill and the Shreks. They elected me and placed me into the Secretary Treasurer of Wilcox Ranch. When I got the books and records, I found a vast amount of fraud and embezzlement in there. I submitted a 1,200 plus page criminal complaint, sworn verified to the district attorney about the embezzlement. The sheriff, the attorney general, the secretary of state, they all have the claim. They've done nothing about it. And specifically, Mary Canderas has done nothing about it. And back to Jeffrey Earl Hill, he was a director in the said association, and he is an adverse party, whereas they submitted papers to us saying that the association does not exist, even though they voted a perpetuity vote under the Gail Kern local attorney. They filed a perpetuity vote for the association concerning all the property members. So Jeffrey Earl Hill voted for it, Shrek voted for it. Now they're saying it doesn't exist. And they've been attacking me. James Shrek threatened to bury me and Mr. Belfort, and there's a sheriff report on that. It's inside of the criminal complaint. So this whole matter with Belfort is an attack, in my opinion, on him. This is about title. You have 80 some odd people with titles that are defective. There's 80 property owners out there. Okay, this is a big problem because you have attorneys, Gail Kern, leaning on the properties, taking properties on the courthouse step, okay, and putting it into the county. There's $33,000 unaccounted for that I have a FOIA on the county's receiving money while they're voting, putting liens on everybody. And now they say it doesn't exist. This whole matter is about title, and this is going to go to federal court, okay? That the district attorney is dereliction of their duties or refusing to do anything about it. Mr. Belfort has faulty title, and then you're going to put a $100 fine on him or whatever it is, and this is going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to clean this mess up. And I've had enough, and I'm not going to stop until this is corrected. These people need to go to jail for fraudulent votes at the Secretary of State's office. They committed fraud, they're racketeering, threatening to kill me. With fire owners, I'm going to bury you, Mr. Belfort, and the sheriff does nothing about it. This is a bunch of nonsense, and it needs to stop now. I've had it. There's 80 people that have defective properties, and this needs to be fixed immediately.
Thank you.
Jim Schreck, followed by Cody Schreck.
For the record, James Schreck. I did file a complaint against Mr. Belfort for living at 300 Power Range Road after the permit expired. I think that's within legal reason. He's been giving more than an adequate time to finish his project. He's never had a water source, to my knowledge, to operate the septic system. So it's my belief all the rest of this POA stuff is more of a shock to me than it is to my wife. It has no bearing on this situation. In my opinion, folks, when you have people like this living without infrastructure on a raw piece of dirt, that devaluates other people's property. That's just common sense. And all this stuff I'm hearing about fraud and racketeering and this, that, and the other thing, these people have no legal background. It's obvious the DA's office isn't responding because there's no case. That's my own opinion, just being caught off guard with this. I think there's some problems with these two. But anyway, I appreciate you letting me address the council. And one other thing, I'm not a land developer. I'm a rancher. I raise cattle. I need a lot of property. I am not a land developer. I love where I live. I love Washoe County. It's just sad that people come out and try to live illegally. Thank you.
Thank you.
Connie Schreck, followed by Jonathan Belfort. Okay, Jonathan Belfort.
Additionally, the Zero Para Springs that we are still investigating whether Mr. Schreck has involvement in that, when this started, I sought help from my county commissioner for my district, Janine Herman. Just recently, due to the FOIA of Zero Para Springs, her name is all over this subdivision. And Kelly Mullen, who is working she's the one telling me I have no extensions, even though I have it in writing that I had 2 more extensions left. Her name is all over it. So while I'm asking Janine Herman for help in this matter, she never told me, while she is, I guess, a sponsor of this development directly next to me, and then the thing with the altering the waterway and the illegal grading, nothing's being done about it. I'm just telling you, these people are liars. We've dealt with them at the meetings. They will say anything. Mr. Hill acts innocent, but we have it documented of him trespassing on his property, them voicing that we want to do away with the association because it fits their agenda, even though they voted it into perpetuity. Mr. Wilson here has all the records. It's not conjecture. We don't have mental issues. The only mental issue I have over this is I've been under attack and stress for 9 months, and I am determined to hold those accountable. Whoever's name is on this, I will hold them accountable for all the distress they have put me through, hence my $5 million lawsuit, and I believe Mr. Wilson does. We've also uncovered that Truckee Meadows Fire Rescue, the same people that I was volunteering for and being a good citizen for, rubber stamped the approval for that subdivision, even though we've submitted over the last 3.5 years numerous documents stating that the roads have been not done to grading standards. That's what this is all about. And they have weaponized Washoe County building planning code enforcement. That's about all I have to say. You can give the next 12 seconds to someone else that these people have tried to racketeer. I'll tell you what, the cost of my property is $1.8 million. If you think you're going to racketeer me off my property, you're sadly mistaken.
Thank you.
We have no public comment in chambers, and on Zoom there are currently no hands raised. No hands raised via Zoom.
Okay, I'll call for public comment one last time. Does anybody want to speak on this matter? All right, seeing none, I'll close public comment, bring it back to the board. So I want to remind the board that we are here for possible action, hearing and discussion to affirm, modify, reverse, or remand an administrative hearing officer's hearing